Jubis Louis here. I hope you're all well. Today we'll be looking at Bitcoin, but on the weekly time frame at first. So we got a weekly bullish weekly close, just as we anticipated after the previous week's candle over here being a spinning top. We anticipated that the following week and the next couple of weeks we're going to be coming back to the 17.6k area, anywhere between 17.6. 18.1 is your middle of the range, and 18.6k. This is a brick wall of resistance. We have not yet tested it, and we've had a build up of support multiple weeks, multiple months, failing to close below this. So it was holding as support until we lost it with the FTX event. So now if we're going back to the daily time frame, just before that, we can see we have this large descending triangle over here with a target down to 10k, 10.8, 11k. Oh, okay, there you go. 10.7 to 11.5. There's some support down there, and that target has come from this descending triangle. Your neckline or your validation point is a closure, a weekly closure below 18.6k. That's going to validate this target to the downside down here, and the only way you invalidate that is by reclaiming this level and taking out this right shoulder and this high. To invalidate that further continuation downwards. With us not retesting it as resistance as of yet, that's what we need to anticipate first. So what should happen, because it's not a guarantee that it will. I'll prepare you for the bullish scenario as well. But what should happen is a bearish scenario, because you've had a big push down, making a new lower low. So the next move is a lower high back into the area, which we have never tested as resistance. Where we had a build up of 5 months of support, we need to flip it into resistance the first time that we touch it. So the expectation is to continue lower to the next target, about 13.8 to 14k. That would be your next target, this support around here. What I would say is that this is going to serve as another local bottom. It's where we've had previous rejection of resistance before dipping down to 3.8k from there to there on the weekly time frame. My apologies. Of course, the body candle closes where where the bodies have closed. That's at about 10.8. So yeah, local bottom will be here, where it could actually bottom out. You'd need to, of course, do exactly what we've been saying. Just the same as saying you need to reclaim this, take this out, and then get back above the 2021 lows. But again, guys, that has never been tested as resistance. So when you come up into this area from the lowest point of 2021 till the body closes, look, that's 32k. There's even wicks up here at 33k. So this is a massive, honestly, a massive brick wall. We've never tested it as resistance. And this was actually something I was telling everyone back down here. When we spiked down here, bottomed out of this technical target, which we found from this fractal over here, we recognized Bitcoin was following this shoulder double bottom over here, push above the EMAs followed by capitulation. We recognized that happened on the right over here. So we just measured from this point exactly to that point exactly, and we moved it over and we placed it over there on that breakout, and it gave us this target down here. So once that had happened, I said, guys, looking at previous bottoms, not this one, looking at this bottom over here, we went under the 200 EMA, and this bottom where we actually above, this was 9 months, and this was 6 months over here. So I said, once we've met this target, it's going to take about 6 months for us to start heading back above this white 200 weekly EMA. What is interesting is that you can see this was the 5th month, and if we go to the daily time frame, just on the 5th month we formed a bullish cross to head back to that high, and on the weekly time frame that high was in line. Can you see the wick there, in line with that? So if we continued, for the 6th month, we would have reclaimed this, but running into that next resistance, and then of course getting rejected, because again, this has never been tested as resistance. We were holding it for essentially over a year, and so 1 year support has been lost. So we have to expect that whenever we do come into it, whether that's from here, whether we do go down further and come up, or whether we do go all the way to 10k and come back up, this is going to serve as a big resistance. And we were saying this even before the FTX event, as again, we had multiple key supports with once you capitulated, no retest of resistance here. We even explained this in the last Bitcoin video last week, why we didn't come up into this area, because we had a fib from here to here and we ran into the golden pocket. Remember, guys, so remember, just realize everything was building up. We had a higher low. So when we reached up here and we lost the EMAs, it means you're coming back down to here. We had two M patterns, one top, neckline, second top, one top, neckline, second top. And your targets were back down to here. I was on holiday in Turkey, but I left you guys off with that target back then in summer, August time. And the reason we didn't continue further was because of the golden pocket. So that means that we're going to come back and break this low and go lower. But if you remain above 18.6k, it's going to give you further opportunities to go ahead and come back to this high. So we came back up here, ran into the 382, and unfortunately failed. And then came back to the 18.6, had another go, and then with the FTX event, this was a lower high. You couldn't break above this golden zone. It's a different golden pocket, but it also is one. So you see how we have the golden one here, push, you have this pump, but you see how it's slowly coming up. It's the same as down here. You have this big push down and you're slowly coming back. What's interesting, this pretty much looks like that, and that's what we've been saying on the channel, because we're saying that this whole thing here from this shoulder, head, shoulder, remember how we got this target back from over here? Well, the same patterning is happening down here. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do smash the like button. We're almost at 5k subscribers, so to get there as quick as possible would be my dream if we could do that before the end of the year. Let's see if we can do so. Make sure to share this video, and yeah, tell your mates to go ahead and watch it. But yeah, we ran into this golden pocket, and that signals continuation lower. There's another golden pocket here, and so once we had this dump and it retraced to where we knew it was going to go and it pulled back, we need to put another retracement tool. So there would be a golden pocket just here. Well, I'll show you why we have this one in a second. So once you lose this low, your targets are the 1.272, which we're having the short-term bounce from, and what that suggests is that we should be coming into the 17.6k area. We've been saying this in other ways, showing you the weekly closes, but the fibs are also telling you this as well. Also the fact that this is a support that hasn't been tested as resistance many times, just the one time on the daily time frame over here. So we're coming back up into confirmed resistance again, essentially, to continue lower to our next 1618 target, 14.1k, which is the head and shoulders patterns target from over here. Don't forget, we got the descending triangle target over here to 10.8k, and you can see the fib levels are targets, key support and resistance levels. In this case, they're acting as support, but if you lose them, they turn into resistance. So the 1618 and these two targets down here are the strongest areas of support, as well as the 1.272. So to flip this bullish, you need to reclaim this level, take out this high, and then we'll run into that big F off resistance zone, which unfortunately, you know, it could still push us lower like this. So we'd need to find a higher low and go again. But again, look at, we were here for over 1 year as support. So yeah, it's going to bring a big reaction of resistance. Essentially, it'd be an area, if you were in from here and it did this miracle pump, or if you came down one more time and it did this miracle pump, then that would be a time to take some profits. This is what we were saying with this bullish crossover here. We were saying once we do get up to here, that's where we have to take profits. We didn't get that new external factor came into play, and so we need to re-evaluate. Got a lower low now. This is not bullish, so that's why, even though it looks like it's going up and we've said it's going to go up back into this resistance over here, that's why I believe that eventually this will roll over. But yeah, already preparing for the bullish scenario, which if we are being shown that, I will just let you know, guys know, okay, now it's flipped into support again. We're going to head into this gold resistance. We've got this red line, and so essentially if we zoom in now to where we are today, you can see that at the moment we do have some key resistance, which is the descending triangle over here. I've just extended this line for you. So we did break out of the bullish pattern. It was also an inverse head and shoulders, invalidating the descending triangle. But by closing back under this red line and 18.6k here with this red candle, you see close below this and that line, you've invalidated the bullish target to 30k, which was that key resistance, and then you validated that old descending triangle, which you invalidated by breaking out and validating the bullish one. So that might have been a bit confusing. Just go back 30 seconds if you have to. But yeah, you basically said no to the bullish pattern even though you broke out bullish, and you said yes to the bearish pattern by falling back into it and then breaking below that 18.6k higher low, and that validated your targets to the downside. And again, the only way to invalidate it is by breaking this high and this high, but again, you'd be running into this key resistance next. So there's a lot to do, guys. So that's pretty much it. Please like, subscribe and comment, share the video. Head over to my Twitter if you want to take action on the course, which is over 50% at the moment. I teach you all of this step by step. So once you take action, you'd also be part of my Discord community till my bull market targets, which is going to be years away. Thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, comment, and peace.